Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the Sean Irby channel. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is like 1 in the morning. I just got back from watching the WMN fireworks. Really good show, by the way. And I wanted to talk about something that I recently saw on popping up on my For You on YouTube, and that was the whole drama that's going on right now between Mavattack and coryxkenshin. Now, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I am a pretty big coryxkenshin fan. I've been following him since 2018, since he was playing Cuphead. He's the whole reason why I wanted to play that game. So yeah, a lot of my, I would say, jokes, or like my comedy, if you want to even call it that, come from him. And just his charisma overall. Like, he's just a pretty cool dude. I know some things have come out about him from his former exes and stuff, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into, is like him and Mavattack's friendship, him and his ex's relationship. I just think it's kind of weird. I know one YouTuber I watched said it. I can't remember, since I was like I said, it popped up on my For You. I watched a little bit of somebody's video. But I think it's a really important point that a lot of the stuff that happens with us, or like not just coryxkenshin or Mavattack or his ex-girlfriend, whoever she is, like, it's okay to like talk about this stuff, or like if there's something bothering you, like talk it out or hash it out, but don't do it on the internet, you know? And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, was just like, I just find it weird. If I have an issue with someone, right, and I want that issue to be solved, or like I want to have, like, I don't even know, like, just get that issue resolved, like I said, like hash it out, right? I'm not gonna run to YouTube to badmouth that person and talk down about them, you know? And that's basically what Mavattack did in one of his new videos. Like, I'm not trying to attack Mavattack. I didn't mean for that, but like, I don't want any. I don't have any ill will towards Mavattack. Like, Mavattack, many people who have watched him or were fans of him, which I was for a little bit. I don't know if I am anymore, but like, for a long time I still was. I was supporting him when he rebranded, when he came back to being Mavattack. Like, I was still watching his videos, I was still paying attention to the streams, like, I was still wanting to support him. And I just wish he would have took a different route than this. This feels more like, and I've seen people mention it in the comments and stuff, but like, it does feel like he's kind of like clout chasing, you know? Trying to get clicks and views and likes, and a lot of dislikes have come from this, just because people see right through it, you know? Like I said, it's just clout chasing. It's not like like a crazy thing to do, but it's just not right, you know? Like, it doesn't immediately make him a bad person, but it's just like, if you really had an issue with someone, like I said, or I was gonna give an example before I interrupted myself, but like, if I have an issue with somebody, right, I'm not gonna go and run to TikTok, Instagram Live, or YouTube and go and start talking about our issues and trying to bash this person and try and turn the whole internet against them when they haven't even responded, when they're not even active on YouTube like that. As many people know, Corey is not like granted, it's his choice, but like, he's not on YouTube like that. He's not always on the platform, you know? So he's not gonna, especially with drama and stuff, whenever coryxkenshin gets in like hot water, he doesn't really address it. And that's not so much due to the fact, I don't think, because like he's wrong, or like he's trying to like waiting for the drama to dissipate, which that is kind of a factor, but I feel like it's more so because when, especially with stuff like this, like a whole friendship and stuff, I feel like Corey knows like it'd be better off, or he'd be better off, just talking with Mavattack, for example, in private, you know? Like, it doesn't need to be this big whole internet drama drummed up. The internet needs to see it all. They need to talk about it and this and that. Like, I just don't see where Mavattack was trying to go with this. Granted, and another thing I want to talk about is him like addressing the fans and talking about how the like fan base is bad, which I agree, okay? As a samurai myself, the other ones, I know there's a lot of good ones out there. I know the whole fan base isn't just rotten, but most of the samurai community, granted, it's powerful, like the charity streams, and whenever Corey gives a shout out to another creator, the way that channel just immediately sees like 50,000 subscribers plus, it's great stuff. But it's also a gift and a curse, Whenever people like Mavattack or Corey's ex-girlfriend, I know there was a whole thing with that where she tried to come out and just badmouth Corey again and didn't really come to Corey to address those issues or whatever she had going on with him for like 8+ years or something. They'd rather just run to the internet and just start bad-mouthing him, talking about his character, questioning his morals and stuff like that. Like, if my whole point of making this video is, one, if you have an issue with somebody, address it personally. Don't take it to the internet and expect the internet to just be on your side, especially when that person is probably most likely not going to respond to it. And I think that is one of the reasons why Mavattack did it, and it's just not going to work. And I feel like another factor that went into that was that Corey, he's not a small creator, okay? Nothing against Mavattack, but Corey is literally one of the... if there was a Mount Rushmore for YouTube, Corey has been sitting on that Mount Rushmore for decades now. Since YouTube's been around, Corey has been making videos. He is comfortably and peacefully sitting on top of that Mount Rushmore. So I just feel like him trying to take down Corey or trying to like bash him in any sort of way just wasn't going to work in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And the second reason I wanted to make this video was to kind of give a message to the fan base, anybody who watches Corey or is like a super fan of Corey. I'm not trying to like bash anybody. I'm not trying to, like I said with Mavattack or anybody, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to really tell anybody what to do, but I'm just offering advice and just giving my insight, right? Please do not, I'm trying to put this in a way that doesn't sound mean. Just please do not try and almost make decisions for Corey. And what I mean by that is don't attack Mavattack. Don't dislike bomb his video. Granted, if you don't like some, you don't like some, and I understand if you disagree with what he says and stuff like that. That's fine. You can dislike the video if you want, but just kind of think for a second. Use your own head and think. Maybe Mavattack just wanted to get an answer from Corey, and maybe Corey wasn't answering. I'm not saying that's the case, but just try and think from Mavattack's perspective, I feel like that's what Corey would want us to do, and I feel like Corey would want us to kind of think for ourselves for a second and be like, I'm going to hear him out, which I did, You got to hear people out whenever they give their side of the story, and just go into the video with peace and leave with peace, okay? And that's kind of what my message is. It's just, please don't attack anybody. Just, even if they're wrong, but don't ruin their lives. Don't start for example, with Mavattack making these videos about Corey. You watched the video, you didn't like it, leave his channel and don't ever come back. If you really don't like the video that much, don't give him another chance. And don't keep coming back to his videos that don't even have any sort of association with Corey, and start disliking them, spam hateful stuff in the comments, start sending them crazy messages on Instagram and stuff like that. It's not okay, guys. And that's all I really want to say is just spread positivity, be happy, spread happiness. I mean, just be good people, okay? And that's kind of just what I wanted to say and give my take on it. Keep stuff private that should be private. Don't try and use the internet to be on your side, okay? The internet is not a place for drama and schoolgirl stuff, you know, like the stuff that's going on between mavattack and Cory. It's a simple conversation that could end and settle all of this, I feel like. And it's just one that either Cory or Mav is just not trying to have. Either Mav, like I said, is trying to clout chase, or Cory is just not trying to talk to him for whatever reason that we don't need to know, you know. So yeah, keep stuff private, guys. Be good people, and please just spread positivity, okay? That's what Cory wants. That's what you should want as a person. Make people's days, do not ruin them, okay? That's all I had to say on it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, don't miss any of my new videos. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Open these eyes after hiding from the storm. Try to patch in all this hole, yeah, on my fucking dome. Tired of being an asshole like you say. Too many bills, yeah, that I have to pay. Open these eyes after hiding.